Most men run from suffering. They think it's unfair. They think it's punishment. They think it means they're losing. But they're wrong. Suffering isn't your curse. Suffering is your weapon. Every rep of pain, every night of doubt, every setback you refuse to bow to doesn't weaken you. It forges you. It carves strength into your spirit and discipline into your bones. Here's the secret most men never learn. It gets easier. Not because life gets kinder, not because the weight disappears, but because you evolve. Your back gets stronger, your mind gets sharper, your will becomes unshakable. What once felt impossible becomes routine. What once broke you becomes light work. The man who avoids suffering stays soft forever, but the man who embraces it, who stands in the fire and refuses to break, that man becomes unstoppable. Suffering is the price you pay for power, and once you've paid it long enough, you stop fearing it. You start craving it. Suffering makes you dangerous. Easy lives create soft men, and soft men, they're fragile. They live cushioned lives, sheltered from pain, hiding in comfort and mistaking convenience for strength. But here's the cold truth. The world does not respect soft men. Life will crush them. Pressure will expose them. And when the storm hits, they'll fold. But the man who has suffered, that's a different animal. That's a man forged in fire. That's a man carved out of hardship, beaten by reality, but standing taller because of it. He's been betrayed. He's been doubted. He's been dragged through the dirt, humiliated, tested, left for dead, and yet he rose. He didn't stay down. He didn't break. He didn't beg for rescue. That man is dangerous because he knows something soft men don't. He knows he can survive. He knows pain won't kill him. He knows suffering won't break him. He knows no matter how hard life hits, he can hit back harder. At first, suffering feels unbearable. It feels like drowning with no air in your lungs. It feels like carrying a mountain on your back. Every instinct screams, quit, run, escape. And most men listen. Most men retreat. Most men surrender. But not you. Not if you want to become something greater. Not if you want to be carved into a weapon. Because when you endure suffering, something happens. Your mind changes. Your body changes. Your soul changes. You stop breaking at the little things. The weights that crushed you yesterday become your warm-up today. The pain that once made you cry now makes you smirk. The storms that used to scare you now excite you. Suffering becomes your training ground, your sharpening stone, your battlefield. And every day you survive it, you rise as something harder, sharper, stronger. Understand this. Suffering is not your curse. It is your advantage. It is your ally. It is the secret edge that separates warriors from weaklings. The man who embraces suffering becomes unstoppable because what breaks others doesn't break him. What makes others quit fuels him. What destroys others becomes just another day in his life. When life knocks most men down, they stay down. But when life knocks you down, you smile. Because the ground is just another place to rise from. When they complain about the weight, you shoulder it with pride. When they run from pain, you walk toward it. That's what makes you dangerous. Not your muscles, not your talent, not your looks. Your danger comes from your tolerance for suffering, your willingness to bleed when others hide, your ability to endure what no one else can. Soft men chase comfort, but comfort is a coffin. It feels warm and safe until you realize it has buried your potential alive. The dangerous man knows this. That's why he refuses to settle in comfort. He chooses the hard road. He chooses suffering because he knows comfort breeds weakness and weakness kills. Here's the truth most won't admit. It gets easier. Not because life stops being hard, not because the pain disappears, not because the suffering ends. It gets easier because you rise, because your mind becomes a fortress, because your will becomes iron, because your body becomes a machine, because you no longer see pain as punishment, you see it as proof. Proof that you're alive, proof that you're moving, proof that you're growing. That's when suffering becomes your weapon. That's when it turns you into the kind of man no one understands. Because while everyone else is praying for easier days, you've trained for harder ones. While everyone else is begging for relief, you've built yourself to carry the weight. While everyone else is scared of the fire, you've learned to walk in flames. And when the world looks at you, they won't see the scars, the wounds, the nights of agony. They'll see the strength, the presence, the danger. They'll see a man who can't be broken. So let the world throw its worst at you. Let the weight crush down. Let the storms rage. Let the pain come. Because you're not here to avoid suffering. You're here to master it. You're here to embrace it. You're here to weaponize it. And when you do, when suffering no longer breaks you, when it becomes your fuel, that's when you step into your true power. That's when you stop being just another man. That's when you become unstoppable. That's when you become dangerous. Suffering trains discipline. Discipline does not grow in comfort. Comfort is the enemy. Comfort is the padded coffin where dreams are buried. Comfort seduces you with soft lies. But comfort always collects its debt, and the price is weakness. The price is mediocrity. The price is a life unlived. Suffering, though, suffering is the forge. Suffering is the fire that burns away weakness and leaves only iron. Suffering is the anvil where warriors are beaten, shaped, and sharpened. Discipline is born in those moments when you should quit but don't. When you should fall but rise. When you should give in but fight harder. The first time you suffer, it feels unbearable. The weight crushes you. Your chest feels like it's going to split open. Your legs feel like they're filled with molten lead. Your mind screams louder than your body, begging you to stop, but you don't. You hold the line. You stay in the fire. You endure. That choice, that single act of defiance, is the first breath of discipline. The second time you suffer, you know what's coming. The pain greets you like a familiar enemy, but this time you're not afraid. You walk into it. You accept the chaos. By the 10th time, something has shifted inside you. You no longer see pain as a curse. You see it as the test, the trial, the proof that you're on the path. And by the 100th time, pain is not punishment. Pain is your companion. Suffering is not your enemy. It is your ally. It is your sharpening stone. It is the battlefield that shapes you into a weapon. That is discipline. Not waiting for motivation. Not hoping for the perfect moment. Not needing comfort to push you. Discipline is cold. Discipline is merciless. Discipline does not care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're tired, sad, angry, or broken. The mission is all that matters. Discipline is waking up when you want to sleep. It's training when your body aches. It's working when no one's watching. It's grinding when no one believes in you.